Stop that fucking noise! Stop that noise!
What's up, everybody listening on their radios? This is Sports, Politics, and More. Coming to you live from New York City. I am your host, Andrew Pollack, joined by Frank Todaro tonight.
Andrew, what are you talking? What are you in a bucket? Are you in a garbage pail or something?
What do you mean?
Why do you sound like that for?
What are you talking about?
Oh, that's your fancy phone. That's where you're calling from.
Fancy? Oh.
No, yeah, that's your new studio now, right? Is that where you're broadcasting from?
No.
Didn't you say you're not using your computer anymore?
Oh, right. Well, I'm trying to fix the problem, but it won't let me mute the notification.
Well, maybe you should fix the problem at 7:45.
All right. Well,
not on the air, Andrew. When you would take, you know what he was doing? I'll tell the audience. And again, every week this is our comedy routine. It's not so much of a comedy because I get a nervous breakdown. He's taking a shower 10 minutes before the show, and I'm trying to reach him. I don't know if he's coming on, he's not coming on, if he's got problems. Anyway, there's a lot of problems going on already, and you got to add to it.
Well, you sound very angry.
I'm fucking pissed. Did you see?
I was gonna say, aren't you pissed off?
What did you see? Did you see the State of the Union last night?
Of course I did.
Yeah, what'd you think about it?
I'm upset he didn't talk about Israel. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, he did. He acknowledged the Capitol, but that wasn't the story. The story was the damn.
I must have missed that part then.
The damn Democrats. Let me tell you, either these people are great actors. It's people have always said politics is like wrestling. You know, in front of the cameras, they threaten to beat each other up, and they're going to kill each other. And then at the end of the show, they go out to eat dinner. I mean, did you see that last night? You had most of the, I won't say all.
Also, last night, Pelosi was moving her dentures.
Does she have dentures, or is that a joke?
I think she has dentures.
I don't think she has dentures. I think she's just that's just the venom. She's like gargling venom, her venom. Anyway, it's just embarrassing for these Democrats. I'll say most of them, for them to just sit there and keep going on with this anti-Trump stuff, and then they're embarrassed. They embarrass themselves because when Trump, who kept saying positive things, and they don't. How could you not cheer?
And you know another thing? Did you see the Congressional Black Congress?
Yeah, we'll talk about them. They're really good actors. But how bad do you look when Trump says, "We're here for the American people, all the American people," and you just sit there with a mean mug on? Like somebody just farted in your face.
Well, Bob Menendez, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, they all look like they didn't want to be there anyway.
And how many Democrats boycotted?
Maxine Waters was supposed to give the Democratic response last night, and she didn't.
Who? Maxine Waters?
Maxine Waters was supposed to. I wrote the story on Justice on Saturday, but
I know. She was supposed to go on BET, which is the Black Entertainment Channel, which is owned by a white guy now, I think.
Viacom. It's by Viacom or somebody else?
Yeah, probably. Whatever. And whoever was in charge of that probably thought better about it because it would have been a laughing stock. I mean, I know they were trying to go for ratings because she's like, a car wreck. But I mean, does anybody actually think that African Americans take Maxine Waters serious? She's a joke. Anyway.
She's in her district.
And then we had the Sunday was the Grammys, which was another anti.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I watched the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, the rating Grammys was low, all-time low ratings. It's down.
I didn't watch.
25% ratings. Last night, the State of the Union did of course it did great ratings. It was the most ever tweeted State of the Union address ever. I mean, but that's how long has Twitter been around for?
Well, again, the remarkable.
I'm asking you a question. How long has Twitter been around for?
Well, Twitter has been around for 12 years now, but one point I wanted to make about the president's speech was
12 years? Is that a fact?
5% of people approved of the speech last night.
Yeah. Well, the CBS News poll, and listen, I'm always, iffy on polls because polls can be slanted, but this is CBS, which is another anti-Trump network. So among this, here I'll give the audience, whoever is listening out there, among the viewers of the speech. This is a total of among speech viewers: 75% approve, 25% disapprove. It says 3 in 4 Americans who turned in to President Trump's State of the Union address tonight approved of the speech he gave. Just a quarter disapproved. Okay, and of course, then it went down to party identification. Party identification among the speech watchers: the Republicans had 42% approval. The Democrats only 25%, and Independents 33%. And see, you say why are these important poll numbers? Because when in 2020, when the election comes again, the big number will be again the Independents. Those 33% that are undecided will swing the election. But I mean,
I pretty much knew I was going to support Trump when Hillary was officially the Democratic nominee. I knew that.
Right, but listen, even though when Trump got elected, you still, even if you're a supporter, you still want and still want to see how he's going to play out as the president of the United States. And listen, this guy he's getting better and better, and he's going to get better and better as president of the United States. The media portrays him as a goof. And he can be a goof. He trolls. I'm convinced now he trolls. And there's 2 Trumps.
You people know a lot about trucks.
There's two Trumps. There's the Trump where he goes into the old school New York, no filter, zero fucks given. And then you got last night the serious Trump, the real Trump who deals with all the politicians and leaders. And I mean, that was.
It felt like I was watching a Donald Trump rally last night.
No,
the way it felt to me, it felt like a somber Trump talking like he's campaigning again.
No. Well, you probably felt that way because they clap every time he says something. That's nothing new. Every State of the Union address. They always.
Not this one. It felt like I was watching Trump campaigning in 2016.
No, when Trump campaigns, he starts making jokes. He starts insulting his opponents.
I hope he does that again.
Well, he will. He'll go into Trump campaign. But
Democrats are going to put in another liberal communist for all we know.
Listen, Andrew, for the audience, Andrew's young. He's what, 21, 22. How many State of the Union addresses have you watched in your life?
A lot, and none of them have.
A lot. What's a lot? How many?
I watched a lot of George W. Bush's and a lot of Obama's.
So then you know that every time the president says a sentence, they all get up and clap for him. It's just what are they clapping for? That's the difference.
But the thing is, I didn't felt like I was connecting with the president because I didn't felt a connection with George W. Bush, and I certainly didn't feel a connection with Barack Obama.
Right, but I mean, how last night? How could you have not, as an American, how could you not have felt a connection with Trump? That whole speech was about unity, about making America great again, improving America. He started throwing out all the statistics and all the good things he's done so far and how they worked out, the economy, all the car manufacturers coming back to America. What about the people he had up in the balcony with Melania?
Well, those were people that were impacted by opioids and MS-13.
Right. Listen. Now, it's not. That's nothing new. Presidents always will bring in these special guests, special Americans who have heartfelt stories, and they use it to intertwine. They'll use these people to intertwine into their narratives. Last night you had the cop who he approached the pregnant heroin addict, and him and his wife adopted the baby. Is that right? Is that true?
I don't know if that was true or not.
Yes, they did. They did adopt a baby. I'm not sure if it was that baby that was the heroin addict's baby, but they named the baby Hope. I mean, come on, how could you not shed a tear for that? Then you had the North Korean man who, as a boy, they tortured him and he lost his legs. The train ran over his legs. They tortured him and then he escaped. And he had artificial legs and he raised his crutches. I mean, that's crazy. And and then he had there was that other, who was that? The military guy who gave CPR for 2 hours and saved somebody's life. Come on, that's a real hero. So that's going to touch. That's going to pull the heartstrings. But I mean, listen. How could you not clap? You just make yourself look like an idiot. You had that Luis Gutierrez at towards the end of the speech. Remember, he got the chamber to start chanting "USA, USA," and Luis Gutierrez reads here: the illegal alien-loving congressman from Illinois appeared to be so triggered during President Trump's soaring rhetoric during the State of the Union address, and he fled the House chamber. You could see this guy. He was seated all the way almost in the back. And when the crowd started chanting "USA, USA," and that's just not any crowd. Those are some of the most important people in government. And as the applause broke out and chants of "USA, USA," Gutierrez left, and several Democrats patted him on the arms as he retreated to a safe space. I mean, people are triggered by USA, USA. All right, listen, real quick, Andrew. I don't know if we're gonna have time. We're gonna have a special guest caller in a few minutes.
Is it Nick Durst?
Maybe, yeah. I think he has something to say. This is going to be Andrew. You've been doing your NFL picks, and next Sunday is the Super Bowl.
This Sunday.
This Sunday.
Right, you don't know when the Super Bowl is?
I don't really. Oh my God! I who cares? Sometimes it's 1 week, sometimes it's 2 weeks. I don't know. So all right. So this week, the last game of the year, the Super Bowl. You got the New England Patriots, the defending champions, against the Philadelphia Eagles from the NFC. Andrew, go ahead very quickly. I'm
going to be very quick about this.
This is Andrew's last NFL update. All right, everybody's happy.
Okay. So here we go. So here we are, folks. Big game. Super Bowl 52 taking place this Sunday in Minneapolis. Folks, the Eagles have really had a tremendous ride going to this point.
Let's not make this a breakdown. Just give your
again. I'm not going to break it down that much.
Give your prediction.
They were the underdogs against the Falcons, and guess what? They beat the Falcons. They were the underdogs against the Vikings, who the Vikings were supposed to host the game in their own building. Guess what? The Eagles creamed them 2 weeks ago. Now, led by Carson Wentz, who wasn't even a starting quarterback, way back in week 1. They are led by Nick Foles and New England.
Okay.
I'm going to be very quick. New England, they had an easy road. They murdered Tennessee in the divisional round
And
a close game against Jacksonville.
And why don't you talk about New England cheating and the referees? That would be more interesting. Are the referees going to help New England win the Super Bowl? Talk about that. That should be talked about. Anyway,
I was just going to say Jacksonville. They had a close game with the Jaguars. They won despite Gronkowski getting injured with a concussion. Gronk is going to be playing. Brady's hand will be fine. The cheating thing, however, let's see. Always finds a way to win. I think it'll be close.
What's the spread?
So my pick for Super Bowl 52.
What's the spread?
I am going with New England -3.
All right, New England, that's a spread. All right, so maybe it'll go up 3.5 to 4, depending on if people stop betting.
Right now it's 4.5.
What's that?
The spread's 4.5.
It's 4.5. So why are you taking New England by 3?
I don't think 4 is enough.
It's not your decision. Oh my God. Let's forget it. You don't think 4 is enough. If the spread's 4.5. Who's going to win? Who are you? So you're giving Philadelphia's going to start the game 4.5 points. That means New England has to win by 5 points.
All right, I'm going with New England -4.5.
Oh, it's not your choice. Are you kidding me? Oh my God! All right, let's move on real quick. Anyway, so just getting back to this. To the speech last night, it was atrocious. Yeah, we'll have a quick Mark Dice update.
Since the Democrats live on a completely other planet, well, they just don't see it that way.
He was selling sweet-tasting candy with poison in it.
We gotta listen to some of this poison. Here he is talking about how the stock market hit an all-time high, how millions of Americans are getting more money in their paychecks thanks to the...
Is he selling sweet candy with poison, or the Democrats?
45-year low, and then he laid this one on the crowd.
African-American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded.
Unless you're a black Democrat, that's bad news.
That's the Congressional Black Caucus. These are the black members of Congress, and literally only one of them is applauding for the lowest black unemployment ever.
Somebody farted in their faces.
They're literally frowning and scowling at the fact that more black people have jobs now than ever before.
Of course, they could have done nothing.
Around wondering what the hell's wrong with you people. Nancy Pelosi was literally fidgeting with her dentures again when President Trump urged members of Congress to finally set aside their differences so that we could solve the immigration problem.
I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common ground, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people.
Scowling with hatred.
This is really the key. These are the people we were elected to serve.
Now listen, in all fairness, I did see Crying Chuck clap once, even though he didn't get up, and Nancy Pelosi did clap once also, but half hour ago.
He's looking around. Should I be applauding? And then, look at Skeletor. Fidgeting with her dentures.
Oh, Pelosi moving her dentures.
He's looking around like, should I be applauding? Am I being too nice? And Skeletor literally sat there like a propped-up corpse, not moving a muscle, except fidgeting with her dentures. Just on the cable networks, it was on the big 3 broadcast networks as well. And here's how the clowns at ABC, always broadcasting crap, reacted to it.
One thing's pretty clear, John. He did not unify that chamber tonight.
George, I've never seen anything like it. Right now, the Democrats have basically run for the exits.
And, George, you have to think about those dozens of dreamers in the audience.
Fuck them. Fuck them.
Talk about this as they see the divisions there on the floor, concerned that they could face...
They should have been arrested.
ABC, but President Trump's proposed immigration plan would not only protect the same 800,000 dreamers that were protected by President Obama's DACA plan, but would actually expand the number by about 3 times and then give those people not just permanent residency, but a path to citizenship. None of us conservatives want these people to have citizenship, but in order to fix the larger problem of illegal immigration, President Trump has made a more than generous offer to try to come to a compromise, but the Democrats still won't even come to the table. Oh, look, there's Cory Booker, the junior senator from New Jersey. And what a surprise, he's not too happy either. Let's see what's going on over on MSNBC. Oh, looks like they have an actor from the 1970s sitcom.
Meathead.
family out to talk about the state of the union.
Meatheads.
Because, these Hollywood people definitely know better than us.
They don't have fun.
I feel bad for you, intelligent people like you and Rachel and Brian Williams and Nicole Wallace and Lawrence O'Donnell and Gene Robinson. You all have to sit and talk about this guy as if he's a president.
I'm sorry, sir. It doesn't matter how deep your denial is. He is the president of the United States and has been for the last year. MSNBC's weekend host, Joy Reid, the angry black woman, tweeted out, church, family, police, military, the national anthem. Trump is trying to call on the tropes of the 1950s era nationalism. The goal of this speech appears to be to force the normalization of Trump on the terms of the bygone era his supporters are nostalgic for. You're literally complaining that he supports church.
Yeah. Okay. His supporters. So that means nobody likes church and family. Everything they want to destroy. Listen, I'll end it. So far, I'll end it with this. Last night, the face of the enemy revealed itself. Okay, they revealed itself. It can't get any more clear than that.
And they basically do not want America to be nationalist. That's the problem.
They want open borders. They want global, and they want America to be to suffer. They want the economy to go down. They want to help every other country but America. That I don't know what the fuck kind of madness is that. I don't understand. But anyway, do we have is our caller on the line there?
Guys, I'm calling in. Can you hear me? We got some breaking news.
I hear you. Hold on.
Oh, hello there.
I found that soundbite. All right, hey Nick, how you doing, Nick?
Listen, huge news coming out of the Facebook world today. And if you are friends with the co-host of this program, Andrew Jason Pollack, as of 3 hours ago, Frank.
No, don't tell it, the audience, please.
Oh, yeah, the audience, come on.
He is in a relationship with Janine Mary Rusinovich. And now, Frank, I'm very concerned for Andrew here because he's being catfished. This girl lives in Syosset, New York. He never met her. She added him on Facebook 5 hours ago. Now they're in a committed relationship. What's going on?
Okay. I don't need the audience figuring out what's going on.
Hold on. Nick didn't tell me about this. He just said something about fishing and a girl. Are you serious? Are you serious? You actually changed your Facebook status and so how could you be in a relationship with somebody you haven't met or kissed?
Text me, okay?
What? What's this?
Why is everybody making this a big deal?
No, because that's really disturbing. I thought this was going to be a funny call. It's really disturbing.
I'm worried about Andrew, Frank. What this girl added him on Facebook today. They're in a relationship. They never even spoke on the phone.
Today, she just added you today, like this, and you became in a relationship with her. Are you serious?
We're hooked up.
What?
Haven't you ever hooked up before?
Not with somebody on.
What do they do? A virtual hookup?
Yeah.
Well, listen, Frank, you're not up to this lexicon, but catfish, right? It means. In this terms, that it's when somebody lures you into a relationship.
No,
by
I know.
Fictional persona. That's what's happening.
Listen, I know. Believe me. Years ago, this Russian girl was sending me pictures. And she was going to come to the airport, who was she going to meet? And I turned the tables on them, she was asking me for money, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll go to Western Union right now and send you $1,000. And she said, okay, I'll go right now. And I never sent it. And she kept asking me for the money. But Ed, are you serious? This is
as I said, this girl knows me mutually through my other friends.
Do you know if she's real though?
She is real.
Where does she live?
Syosset.
What's her phone number? Do you know? Don't give it on the air.
She gave me her phone number. Yes.
Call her up right now on the air.
You need to stay woke when this happens. Listen, Frank.
I'm serious. Call let's call her up on the air right now. What's the number?
I don't know if she's going to want to be on national.
I don't care. I don't care. National, yeah, okay.
Anyway,
call her right now, Andrew.
So we're actually making history on the network.
Listen, Frank, let's let him call. I'm going to read to you and the audience some of the comments that were written when the status of the relationship went together. So they make the status that they're together, and right away the girl writes to Andrew, "Love you, baby. I can't wait to get married to you in the future." Oh. And then her friend Tiger Wong comes back and says,
Tiger Wong,
you need to stop right now. And then she wrote, "I'm telling your parents right now. This is Rita Rusinovich. Please warn Gene about this." And Rita wrote, "Grow up, Janine. You don't need anyone to find you a boyfriend. Someday you'll meet the right guy." This is Andrew's future mother-in-law disapproving of the relationship.
Andrew, call her right now. I'll give you $100.
How about this? If I call her, can I meet you in Brooklyn next week and I'll get the money?
I got the $100 right here. I'll give you $100.
Frank will go to Western Union and mail it to you.
Yeah, I'll give you a Western Union.
I know you're in Gardens. I can take the G train down there.
No, hold on. Listen, no problem. I'll give you the. Call her right now. I want to hear this girl. I want to hear. She has to get on the. I want to hear her voice, and I have to ask her questions.
I hope she's going to be all right with this.
Okay, don't worry about it. Just call right now. I want to hear this.
Let's hear if I can.
She picks up and she talks. I'll give you a crisp $100 bill.
Hang on, I think I got her voicemail, but let's play her voicemail.
Yeah, okay. I'm not giving you money for that. I want to hear her talk.
This is Janine. Leave a message. At the tone.
That's her voicemail.
Yes. So what?
Andrew, how old is this woman? She sounds a little old for you.
20.
20.
20.
And now, the other thing that's strange here, Frank, is that she doesn't even have a picture of herself on Facebook.
Oh my God!
No idea what she looks like.
What does she have? A picture?
Photo of herself.
A picture? Yeah, okay. Andrew, you know what? There's a prince that wants you to give him $500,000. He'll give you gold bars.
Okay. Here's the deal. If she is asking me for any money in the next week, I will block her.
In the next week, Andrew, can't you see the flags? Like, do you think
it's crazy? This girl is a serial making up a relationship person. Let me read you another comment from the status when they got together. The mother wrote, "Enough with these posts. Me and all your friends are sick and tired of them. Her mother says, I'm gonna unfriend you if I see another one."
Yeah.
So this, like, all her friends are outraged that.
I see. Hold on. I see. Her profile picture is like an old Victorian-esque picture of a tall, dark stranger kissing a woman. And next to that is Andrew with the sucker.
So Andrew, are you happy? Are you happy? Because remember Frank. Remember that his old girlfriend, he had an issue because she was a little too promiscuous for him.
Oh yeah. That was the one. She was too horny.
I had a girlfriend like that once.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it. Yeah.
So are there any plans for you to meet Janine?
Well, not this weekend, no.
Yeah, no. That's how it starts. And
then all of a sudden she's going to say, like, I can't meet because I was in a car accident, or I can't meet because I'm sick or something.
Yeah, I'm sick. I need money for medicine.
Well, again, if she does that, I'm going to block her.
Does your friend Robin Lip actually know this person?
No.
Said that they hooked up or something.
No.
So your friend, who's a mutual friend of this person, doesn't even know this girl.
No.
First of all, you don't need to be going that deep into my personal life.
Oh yeah. Nick,
this is 2 hours ago. It just came up on our Facebook. Nick, just like Alia C. Johnson. It's right there. You log on, all this stuff's there.
Nick, you can't get too personal into his
How are you talking about my best friend from high school? What's wrong with you?
Nick, you can't get too personal, but this guy is getting into a relationship with a profile picture.
It's too personal for
Andrew, listen, I'm going to talk to you as a friend, okay? Listen, these are scams, okay? Do you have an email, Andrew?
I have an email.
Yeah. Do you ever look at the spam mail yeah?
I've gotten similar emails like that before.
Yeah. So what do you think that is, Andrew? Here, I'm looking at my spam mail now. Hey, Jessica, it's from Jessica. Are you Frank? Hi, we need to talk. Set for my iPhone. Am I going to call this? Am I going to answer this?
Right. No, you're not, he's not going to answer. Andrew, answer this question, Andrew. How long have you been Facebook friends with your girlfriend, and have you ever actually spoken to her on the phone?
She gave me a phone call today.
Yeah.
And you spoke?
I can play the voicemail.
Look, Andrew, I got another one. It's from Sarah. Hi, are you Frank? Can we talk? I got to tell you something.
Play the voicemail.
Frank, you should play the voicemail.
Too late. I'm already playing it.
One saved message. Main menu. Listen. 1. First saved message from Janine. Received January 31st at 2:34 p.m.
I was coming home.
Hi, it's Janine. I'm calling tonight. So if I was sick,
I'm not going to play the phone number, but you get the point.
All right, but listen, Andrew. When did she add you on Facebook?
Okay, you really want to know the true story? I'll give everyone the true story.
Well, Frank's all about uncovering the facts that are.
Yeah.
Frank is a seeker of the truth, so I might as well tell him the truth.
Okay, so again, what's the truth, Andrew?
Okay, there's this girl I've known for a very long time. Okay,
Who?
She and I have been talking the past 2 weeks, and then she asks me, "Hey, are you single?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm single."
Yeah.
So I have a friend who lives in the same town with me, which, of course, is the girl I'm dating right now.
Okay,
so,
let me ask a question. Has your friend ever met this girl?
Yes, there's multiple pictures of her online with her.
I don't care about it. Maybe who's this friend? Have you known this friend for a long time?
Yes, very long time. We go back years, very, very long. And her friends are in my friendship circle, and her friends are my friends. And they've known each other for years through a lot of personal reasons. So, story goes, so me and this girl who is a friend of mine, she asked me, "Are you single?" And I'm like, "Yes." Well, there's this girl I know who is single right now. She's looking for a boyfriend. You want me to, hit you up with her information and maybe you two can talk? So I'm like, "Yeah, sure." So go follow her on Instagram. She'll reply to you back on Facebook. She'll find out who you are, because you're a celebrity, because you do that radio show every week, and then all of a sudden... So
what?
Then she finds my account, and I'm like, "Sure, we'll talk." And then we've been talking all day today.
So Andrew, she's a groupie? She's a groupie? Is that what you're saying? You got a groupie on your hands, and you got into a relationship with a groupie?
Yeah, so she's a big fan of spam, but listen, so Andrew, let me get this clear. She found you today, she added you, and then what time did you ask her out to be your girlfriend?
She asked me out at like 3 o'clock, right when I got home.
All right, and she's already getting ready to marry you. But so me and Frank are probably in the same line. No, what?
Right now.
Listen, you can't marry her because Charlotte Flair got mad, or Nia Jax. But listen, me and Frank are probably both thinking that your friend is actually this girl catfishing you. But let's just make believe she's not. And you see her mother here is so mad that she's dating you. What are you going to do when you meet the mother and she disapproves of the relationship?
Well, I will talk to Janine's mom, and we will discuss that. But if Janine is listening, I'm sorry that I put you through all of this, and I didn't want people finding...
She's definitely listening, because she's a groupie, right, Frank?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm going to go on a...
Listen, in the meantime, I have to ask Frank and Andrew this. After 17 weeks of the regular season, 3 weeks of the playoffs, and now the Super Bowl, how does Andrew still not understand the spread?
I have no idea.
What was his record for the season?
I think it was like 35-42 or 30.
Wow.
No, like 35-47.
So listen, he's taking the Patriots -3 because he thinks 4.5 is not enough.
Yeah, he's making it even worse for himself. Like
it would be the opposite. He would think 4.5 is too many. And
hold on. I'm on this girl. I found a profile on Facebook. So as of 3 hours ago, She is in a relationship with Andrew, and it's a blue. And by the way, Andrew, she put a blue heart.
And also, Frank, take a notice. She works at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me read her profile. I'm not reading her name. Her name is Janine. She's a chef at the Krusty Krab. She's a former tenor at Il Volo. She went
Il Volo is a very famous band.
Yeah. Okay. This is absolutely crazy. This is insane. This is obviously a spam. Account.
No pun intended. A spam account.
Look at her. You got to see. She has pictures of and all her profile pictures of Edna Turnbow.
You better watch out, Janine, because you might make Frank's block list.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, hold on. She just made a post. She said she's pregnant with Andrew's baby.
No, she's not.
Andrew,
hold on a second. It's breaking. It's breaking news. Andrew, what are you gonna name? Is it gonna be Andrew Jason Pollack Jr.?
Andrew, you've never met the girl, and she's claiming she's pregnant with your kid.
First of all, because I did a video on the Q46 today.
What?
There's not one.
I didn't even leave Queens today.
There's not one live picture of this girl, and if it is, I hope.
Oh, hold on a second, Frank. This must be a rebound guy, Andrew, because on December 17th, she started a relationship with another guy named Dominic Sukup, and now everyone was saying the same thing. You sure about this? You serious? And she's like, yeah, I love him. I just added him today.
Oh my god! She has these are her friends. Who's the mutual friend that you have with her?
Well, I have a lot of mutual friends over the years with the other friend who recommended me to hook up. About 9 or 10.
Well, what's the friend's name? I want to look this person up.
Well,
what's your friend's name?
If you look, she commented on the post, the relationship post.
I'll give you a sec, Frank.
Christina Marie, one of the most typical names you'll find on Facebook.
Christina Marie.
Say her name again.
Hold on. All right. So this is what she wrote. I love you, baby. I can't wait to get married to you in the future. Never met before. Tiger Wong, Janine, you need to stop right now. And then Christina Marie found them for me, which is another. It looks like another spam link.
First of all, her name is Christina Curtonio. Okay, you want to know the name? I gave the name out. Fine. You happy?
Why would you have to do that before? All right, and then Tiger Wong, I'm telling your mom right now, Miss Frida Rasunovich, please warn Janine about this. So now they're turning around like Andrew's scamming her.
I found I'm gonna play this. Andrew did a quick reaction video to this on YouTube. Let me play it for you. Listen.
Oh my god, this is too good.
What? But again, this is me annoyed and me not satisfied right now with the New York City bus.
That was my video I did today.
He's unsatisfied and annoyed, and the relationship just started.
And then the shill Robin, Andrew. Wow, Andrew, you got a new girl. Good for you. Yep, and it's me. What? Good for you. Are you kidding me? This is like the biggest joke I've ever seen in my life. Andrew, you should really block this girl right now.
I'm not doing that.
All right, so Andrew, when are you planning to meet her? And you better meet her in a group setting because it's very dangerous.
Yeah, Andrew, you want
First of all, again, I am entitled to having a personal life, and right now it's getting ruined.
Well, it's not getting ruined, Andrew. I listen. Okay, Andrew. Okay. When are you gonna date this? When are you gonna meet up with this girl?
I'm hoping during President's Day week.
When's that? 2 weeks from now?
Yeah, I'm on vacation from work.
Why can't you meet it like tomorrow?
I'm not wasting money on the Long Island Railroad. I already did that this week.
Why can't she come meet you?
You know how Andrew feels about the Long Island Railroad.
Well, why can't you meet in between? So Andrew, you can't even afford money to go see this girl, and you want to date a girl?
Well, I already spent money from Penn to Jamaica this week. How am I supposed to waste more money?
All right, listen, I had enough of this. All right, Nick, thank you. This was probably some of the most enjoyable.
Listen, this is very hysterical. Always uncovering the truth, and Andrew, just be careful, and when you meet up with her, make sure you got other people with you. That's all. Take care.
Listen, all right, calm down. Listen, I
knew was about the Q46 today. All right,
very good. Listen, I knew last year when I signed up for this. That's why I knew. I'm talking to the audience. That's why I knew I needed Andrew. I wanted Andrew as a co-host. Everybody would say, "Don't forget it." He ruins the show with his terrible Wi-Fi. Whatever. And he's annoying. He sounds annoying. I remember when we first started the show, everybody saying, "Oh, he's annoying. His voice is annoying." I know Andrew's ratings, and see something like that. I always used to say Andrew is a comedic goldmine, and I don't know. Hopefully, this won't turn into a tragedy. But all right, listen, we got to move along. We're a little late for the news, so Andrew, you want to read the news?
I might as well because I am talking to Janie right now, and I might as well read the neust. Read the news.
Hold on. Call her again. Remember,
I'm not doing that. We have to read the news. We have 20 minutes left.
All right. We'll try again in 5 minutes.
Okay. How about this? I'll try to get her on the air next week. Does that sound good?
Okay. If you get her on the air, and she talks to me and answers my questions, I'll give you a crisp I'll give you $100 bill so you can take her out. Okay.
Sound good?
Yes, I promise. I owe it to the 5 people in the audience listening.
Can you get to Manhattan logically from where you are in Brooklyn?
Yeah, I could roll out of bed and go on the F train.
So you are on the F train. All right, good.
Yeah, I could roll out of my bed and literally walk a short block to the F train. But anyway, all right, let's go. Let's read the news, Andrew. It's time to get back to.
We might as well. We got to get back into serious topics. So, the main story today was, of course, an Amtrak train carrying members of Republican Congress members hit a truck today near Charlottesville, Virginia. The truck driver was pronounced dead on the scene. So, the real story was a train carrying a dozen of these members of Congress who are affiliated with the Republican Party, including House Speaker Paul Ryan, to the legislative retreat in West Virginia, hit a garbage truck today outside of Charlottesville, Virginia, leaving the garbage truck driver dead. President Trump said earlier this afternoon 6 patients were transported to the University of Virginia Medical Center with one in critical condition. One of those 6 have been discharged earlier tonight, while the remaining 4 were being evaluated this evening.
Now, did it say what was the cause of the accident? Oh, what was the driver hit? The driver hit the train?
Yeah, the driver hit the Amtrak train.
Wow, is it? Are they suspecting foul play?
Apparently.
Okay, guys, keep reading.
All right. So let's continue reading. One of those 6 have been discharged. Oh, right. Multiple sources say that all members of Congress on the train and their families were okay, with the exception of a few minor injuries. Mm-hmm. An aide confirmed that Speaker Ryan is fine, and he made it to the retreat in West Virginia safely earlier this evening. Earlier, a few hours ago, the House Speaker tweeted, "Today's incident was a terrible tragedy. We are grateful for the first responders who rushed to the scene, and we pray for the victims and their families. May they all be in our thoughts right now." Representative Jason Lewis of Minnesota was taken to the hospital for a potential concussion.
Right.
I'm fine compared to the tragedy of the truck driver and thankful for our first responders.
Listen, I mean, if this is foul play, I mean, it's a suicide mission for a truck to try and ram. What was it, Amtrak train?
Yes.
Oh yeah, come on, you kidding me? I don't know. It's. it's like they get completely smashed. I mean, you would need a Mack truck to try and derail an Amtrak train going at that speed. It's crazy. But I don't know. It's of course in these times you never know what happens. But we'll stay tuned to this. All right, so let's go on move to the next story, Andrew.
Okay. Showdown escalates between the president, Nunes, and the FBI. The FBI, the White House, and the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee were embroiled in a public standoff today over the expected release of a Republican memo criticizing the borough's use of secret surveillance orders.
Yes, yeah. We in all our excitement, we haven't covered this really important story about how the memo is set to be released at the end of the week. Trump, last night, if you overheard him when he was leaving and he was shaking hands, somebody asked him about releasing the memo. He said, don't worry, 100%. Now the Democrats are running scared. Now they're spinning it that this could jeopardize national security. I'm worried about if they do release it and they're going to black out 80% of the text. But I don't know. Look, I'm sorry. Got to keep reading. Continue.
All right. In a highly unusual move, the FBI issued a statement challenging the classified memos anticipating release for this Friday, saying, we have grave concerns about the material omissions, in fact, that are fundamentally impacted. So, Frank, can you explain to the audience what, because you've been fascinated by it since last week, can you explain to the audience about the hashtag release the memo?
Yeah, it basically details the plan, the secret plan of how they investigated Trump in the middle of 2016, going into the election, and at the end of 2016, they created the fake dossier that had it was blackmail basically, that Trump went to Russia and he had prostitutes piss on him, and then it was that excuse that they said that would be blackmail the Russians could use to undermine the president. So they investigated Trump Towers. They wiretapped Trump Towers. Remember when Trump came out and said that, and he said Obama.
So this is basically about Trump-Russia possible collusion.
Yeah, but it's the flip side. It's that this is all made up to spy on Trump, to spy on his election, to spy on his campaign. And also it's pro Hillary. It's all pro Hillary. These are people who are supposed to be nonpartisan and non-political, who are a part of the Mueller investigation. They're not supposed to be political, and the people investigating this, that FBI agent Peter Stokes, who interviewed Hillary and who was part of the investigation, the Mueller investigation, he is pro-Hillary and anti-Trump. And apparently there was a secret plan.
And the second charge of the FBI was he had to retire earlier this week.
The Deputy Director Andrew McCabe, who was implicated in this. He was implicated in all those some of those texts by Peter Strzok and his wife, who took money from the Clinton Foundation. He was implicated. What are you going to do in Andy's office? And the Deputy Director was part of this. And let me tell you something. It goes all the way up to Obama, because you can't tell me that the Department of Justice and the FBI and whoever did all this on their own without the president's okay or knowledge. Because if it's true, then Obama's a fucking idiot. But he's not an idiot. By far, he's a cunning motherfucker. And now
again, Barack Obama is not the president anymore. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but he was the president, and he this has his fingerprints all over it. This would be one of the biggest scandals, political scandals in American history, where you had a sitting president trying to undermine an election. See, it's the opposite. The whole Russia trying to tamper with the election is a fake story. It's actually Obama, the FBI, the Department of Justice, Hillary trying to tamper the election. And like I said, listen, I without no memo, I said it a long time ago. Trump he won despite. I'm telling you, the election was so rigged. Hillary had nobody show up at her campaign rallies compared to Trump's rally. People showing up to Trump's rallies, and all those states were so close. There's no way they were that close. There's no way Hillary got that many votes in those states. The only states that she won by a landslide was New York, California, and New Jersey. Those are the hardcore Democrat states. There's no way those other states she was so close in all those other states. No way. No way. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way. This whole see the shocking thing is that when these congressmen who have viewed the memo is that there is. Listen, Trump, again, how many times do I have to say Trump wasn't under investigation, isn't under investigation? This is all bull. This is all political theater to distract.
I think it's bullshit because, again, this is what's been going on the past year, and I'm sick and tired of it already.
It's political theater. Oh, okay. Well, moving along, why don't you read is television heading for Trump on dump on Trump overload? That's an interesting article.
Dump on Trump. From the president's show to our cartoon president, the laundry list of TV shows targeting the president is getting longer.
Have you ever heard of any of these shows? The President's Show?
I heard of the President's Show, and I've heard of our cartoon president recently.
Are they funny at least, or are they just...
I haven't even watched them.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
watch them because liberals portray him as a bad person.
Yeah, well, no, but it's just they make him a character. All right, I'm sorry. Continue.
That's what I'm annoyed about. Okay. With still more projects poised to flood the small screen landscape, is there a danger for the entertainment industry in greenlighting so much anti-Trump propaganda? It feels like there are two Americas out there under warm border, says GOP strategist Ron Borgen. You have the anti-Trump crowd, and then, of course, the pro-Trump voters. Oh, I can't even read this because the problem.
Listen. It says the networks are having shows that appeal to the anti-Trump crowd that create a backlash for those who support him over time. It's just what I've been saying with all the late night shows. The late night shows are 100% anti-Trump, and all the monologues are all 95% made up against anti-Trump. It's overload. It's catering to the anti-Trump audience, which is they're getting ratings. Same thing with the media. Same thing with the Russia collusion story. It gets huge ratings. I mean, if you're on social media, you can't go a day without seeing a headline with Trump, and then you click on the article. If you do get that far, and it really has nothing to do with Trump, it's just Trump is ratings. Trump is ratings. That is going to pop. I mean, pretty soon, we're already year one into it. People are going to start getting tired of it. It's going to, like you saw it last night. People are going to start. If anybody who was anti-Trump watched that last night, then if you have half a brain in your head, when Trump is talking about uniting America and working for the American people, and if you can't get behind that, what are you going to say? He's lying?
Well, yes.
He's lying? He's lying. Oh, yeah, he's lying.
That's what liberals want to do.
Yeah, he's really against the American people. Okay, yeah. Oh, and then, by the way...
He's not. The economy is very strong right now.
Yeah, it's strong. Yeah, people don't know about that. People don't... listen, the economy's strong. He's doing everything he promised. And why are you so worried about people that don't live in this country? Why are you so worried about them? It's you know why? Because you've been brainwashed by the Democrats who want these illegal immigrants to come here so they could vote Democrat and they could control power. That you idiots! That's what it's all about. Oh my God!
That's what I'm so annoyed with these liberals is that they are in their own fantasy land of dump. That's what they call him.
Oh, and the best one was early in the week. The Post, the New York Post here in New York, had the headline, POTUS versus Hova. Hova meaning Jay-Z, the rapper.
Oh, not that idiot!
Okay, so yeah, so this is the story. Apparently, they're saying the Post went on to say the president has a Twitter war with Jay-Z. It wasn't a Twitter war. Trump wanted Jay-Z to know that about the low African American unemployment. And you know what this fucktard says? You know what his reply is? Oh, you know what? He says, oh, it's not always about money. It's about people being happy.
My opinion on Jay-Z.
Oh, no, you just gloss over that. You just gloss over that. He says it's not about money. He's talking about poor people, poor black people, poor African Americans. He's telling poor black African Americans, you know what? It's not about money. It's about being happy. Meanwhile, this guy has his baby crib. His baby crib cost $32,000 and is encrusted with diamonds. He has his daughter's baby bottle is encrusted with diamonds and costs like $15,000. But it's not about money; it's about happiness. Let him give up all his money. Let's see how happy he is. Do you see what you're dealing with here?
Well, again, Jay-Z is a social justice warrior.
No, Jay-Z is a fucking cocksucker who's a shill. Listen. Don't think
he's been to Brooklyn. I'm sorry.
Fuck him. Listen, don't think a lot of these entertainers aren't on the payroll.
However, I hate Donald Trump.
Don't think these celebrities and entertainers are not on the payroll of politicians and political parties. Jay-Z and Beyonce got paid. What?
Kamala Harris is paying off Jay-Z.
Hillary paid him what? $25 million for that concert last year. I mean, and this shows anyway.
Was paid off by Hillary too.
Anyway, listen, we're running out of time. Let me see. Let me just look. Oh yeah, the last article was pizza is a healthier breakfast than most cereals. Your late night pizza order isn't going to go unfinished. They're saying cold pizza microwave might be better for you in the morning than a bowl of cereal. It's probably because cereal is just sweetened animal feed. Today's cereal is probably processed and it's garbage. But anyway,
garbage.
The cereal is from the 50s. It's America's staple. Cereal is way overpriced. It's so cheap to produce the cereal you eat. All you're paying for is the advertisements. That's what you do. Anyway, we're coming to a close. Let's see if Andrew could get his mystery girlfriend, or at least we'll get a report next week if we can get this Janine, the suspicious character Janine on. Andrew, give the plugs.
EAZZ34 for Frank Todaro at Andy's Randomness, Twitter, and my YouTube channel.
All right. Thank you, everybody. This was a very good show. Thank you, Nick, for providing the information. We'll be back next week, live Wednesday, 8 p.m. sharp, same time, same channel. God bless, and fuck the Democrats, and fuck Jay-Z. I'm out.
Mic drop.
Fuck them.
How about
What's that noise?
Bad too.
What's that fucking noise?
Eminem's bad too.